Hi, and welcome to Get a Clue Casual Gamer, where we get a clue, C-L-U-E, about a game, and hear my dog squeaking her toy that she just brought up here. She's having way too much fun with it. Is that your baby? Yeah? Can you be quiet for a little while? She's staring at me like, what, me? Anyway, well, the saying goes, April showers bring May flowers. And so today I went through my games and I'm pretty sure I found them all. There's only five games that are full of flowers. Okay? And so I'm just going to share with you some flower games. And so I'm doing them alphabetically. I do know there is one of them I have not played yet. It's my newest one, and so I have not played it yet, but I will tell you about a little bit about it. And it has some really pretty flowers. Okay, so the first one is all about trees, but trees, several of the trees are in full bloom. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 of them are in full bloom. Wonderful spring looking game. I love Arboretum. Arboretum is a thinky game. It has been around for a few years, not too long. It plays pretty well. It can be a little thinky, a little manipulating where trees are in front of you and in your hand. It's important to keep some in your hand, or else you can't count the ones that are in front of you. Yes, it is a little bit like that. It plays in about 30-45 minutes, plays 2 to 4 players, and it has these beautiful trees. You can often find them this on sale lately. Every now and then I keep on seeing them on sale for like $15, which is an incredibly good price for a hobby game. And anyone who's been in this this racket for a while knows that if you can get a decent game, even a card game, for $15, you're doing really well. So this is Arboretum, my first floral April showers bring May flowers game. Second is one that you can't help. It was the first one I thought of, was Floriiferous. It also helped that it was on my side, and that's actually what gave me the idea of doing this list. Floriiferous is all about flowers. Beautiful artwork. I do believe, okay, who did the artwork? I know I can see all this other stuff. Plays in 20-30 minutes. You can play as solo. Wonderful aspect. 1 to 4 players. Pencil First Games did it. It's I'm looking, and I'm not seeing anything more than a relaxing game by Steve Finn, Eduardo Baraf, and Clementine Campardo. Clementine. So it's almost like we have English, Spanish, French. I don't know. Anyway, Pencil First, Floriiferous. You are creating sets depending on what goals you choose. You can choose goals that it's like you get 2 points for every pink flower. Or you could choose a goal that you get 3 points for every flower card that has a bee symbol on it. Because some of the flower cards have insects on them. And some of the cards might be, you get 2 points for every chrysanthemum. And so you need to, you try and collect as many chrysanthemums. So you're making sets following the goals that you yourself choose for yourself. It's card drafting. The choosing kind of reminds me of the same way that you do king domino. It's like if you choose first row this time, the first one, then next column you get to choose first, and you can pick anything in that column. If you choose the last one because that's the one that you really need for your goals, or a goal, if you choose that last one, you're going to go last next. So you kind of pick and choose depending on how you do it, what you need. And if you really, really need to be first for the next column to get that tulip that you absolutely need, a pink tulip. And so yeah, it's a beautiful game. It's a light strategy, very casual level, and Floriiferous is the same family as Herbaceous and Sunset Over Water, and they've just come out with a flip and right or roll and right or whatever. What is it called? Like Delicious or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, flowers, Floriiferous. It is a floriferous game of flowers. First ever Kickstarter I did was for Gift of Tulips because of this artwork. Not just the tulip artwork, but the back of the cards is a blue and white, like Delft with the windmill and everything. My grandmother was Dutch, so it had me at tulips. Just say it had me at tulips. So beautiful tulips. The game is you are at a tulip festival, and you're trying to work it so that specific type of tulip or color of tulip comes in first or second or third, and that you in your hand have a lot of those types so that you can multiply by a higher number the cards in your hand to which one came in first, second, third. And it's basically you pick a card and you either keep it or give it to one of the other players, or put it in the kind of like putting in a vote for this tulip in the ranking, or put it up unseen on a stack that will only come up at the end of the game. You have those choices. You are going to pick out two cards, and you cannot do the same thing twice. You can't give yourself two cards, or give your neighbor two cards, or give the voting two cards. Yet you have to pick two different things. It's a gift of tulips. You're gifting these tulips. You get points for gifting tulips, or keep the tulip so that you can try and get points at the end of the game. Gift of tulips. It's all about tulips. Next, we go from Holland to Japan. I have friends who live in Japan right now, and they just have come out of, just a couple weeks ago now, it's over, is the cherry blossom season, and they put up all kinds of pictures of them walking around and with all the cherry blossoms, and it's so beautiful. And the cards themselves don't all have flowers on them, but I could not use Ohanami. Ohanami is you have rows or gardens in front of you, and the cards are all numbered. It's hard to see. All numbered, and you're drafting a card. You have a look at a bunch of cards. You pick one, and you place it on one of the three gardens that you have, and then you pass the rest of the cards to your neighbor, and you get from your other neighbor their leftovers, and you pick one of those numbers and you place it below or above on one of your gardens, and you pass, and you do that in several rounds. And you're just trying to get rid of all the cards they have to be in ascending, descending order. So yeah, it's Ohanami. Like I said, Ohanami, grow the best garden. Beautiful cherry blossoms. You know what? I forgot a game. Where is that game? It just came to my mind. Yes, here it is. Okay. Alphabetically, we haven't come to it yet. Let me move some stuff around. There he is. Whew. Okay. Okay. Next is the one that I have not played yet. But of course, any video to do with flowers needs to include Paint the Roses. It came out either last year or the year before, 2021. It is a deduction cooperative game. I'll take this off. And basically, you'll be getting a card, and it will have a secret goal. You cannot tell your partners. It plays 2 to 5. It takes about an hour-ish. Let's say the card you have is a heart and a spade, and there's a flower in the middle of a heart shape and a flower in the middle of a spade shape on the same card. And so what you're trying to get them to do is you place down a tile with one of those symbols, and that matches something in your card, and hopefully put it next to one that matches the other part of your card. And then the other person needs to deduce what is it you're trying to say, and guess what's on your card, and you get points for having that, and you get to move ahead. If they get it wrong, the evil queen running around the board saying chop off with their heads, she gets to move forward and come closer to you. And so you're trying to stay ahead of her, and it apparently is not easy to stay ahead of her. So in Paint the Roses, which is the game that I bought in memory of my brother, whose name started with an M, so it's perfect for this month. Beautiful roses, beautiful. Every tile has some sort of rose. Every card has some sort of rose. They're all over the place. Great for make flowers. Paint the Roses, a cooperative deduction game. And then the one that I just thought of with Ohanami reminded me of Sakura, which is a Reiner Knizia game, but it's a very, very easy game. All the players are artists who are trying to get close to the emperor when the emperor goes to the gardens to look at the beautiful sakura, the beautiful cherry blossoms. And so the game is you're using cards that will move somebody forward and somebody back, and you're trying to get yourself closest to the emperor without bumping into him, because you lose face if you bump into him. But you're also trying to it's a gotcha game. You can get other people to bump into him and get pushed back to the back of the line. And it's kind of got a little cutthroat in there. So if that's the kind of game you want, just a little, but it's a casual level game, very easy game. And every time the emperor stops at a specific cherry blossom tree, sakura tree, whoever's closest gets the most points, next gets the next point, next gets the next point, and after that you usually don't get any points. So you always want to be close, but don't bump into him, and don't let someone else bump you into him. Sakura, beautiful cherry blossom flowers. April showers bring May flowers. And that is it. Those are my 6. I do have 6 games that have beautiful flowers involved in them. And so I hope you find a good floral game to play this month in honor of Mayflowers. Until next time, happy gaming and God bless you and your family. Bye.